What's up guys, it's Ben. I'm back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to tell you why being single is a privilege, and you should never look at it as something negative. You should never look at it as something that is bad, but rather you should understand that this time is a time where you can really focus on yourself. You can better yourself, and whether that be working on your physique, working on building up your intellect, there's a lot of areas that you now all of a sudden have a lot of time to focus on. Whereas if you're in a relationship, it's a two-way street, right? You always have to be giving attention to someone else. And picture it now like this. If you're single, instead of having to give that attention to someone else, you can now give that attention to yourself and focus on bettering yourself. And at the end of the day, while we always want to be in a relationship, we always want to have friends, we're always surrounded by other people. At the end of the day, if you want to be successful in this world, if you want to thrive, the most important person is always going to be yourself. And that's where you need to place the importance. So that's why being single is really a privilege, and if you use this time wisely, you'll be able to better yourself efficiently and really be able to level yourself up. The second reason I'm going to be talking about is that it allows you to really attract the person that you want. If you're not where you're at right now and you don't like the girls that are coming into your life, you think that, maybe it's not the kind of person you want to attract, or maybe it's not the quality woman that you want to attract. So you need to take a long, hard look in the mirror and really look at, okay, where am I at right now? And where do I need to get to have the person that I want to be attracted to me? So if you want a career woman, if you want someone who's working in a law firm, someone who's working in business, someone who's really taking their career seriously, and someone who's thriving in that respect, then you need to also be thriving in that respect, right? You need to be at the top of your game. You need to be financially stable. You need to be able to provide for yourself and to really make a lot of money, because otherwise, those kinds of women are never going to look your way. Let's say if you want, for example, if you're attracted more to the physical side of things and you want a model, right? So if you want a girl who's a model, maybe she's an IG model, for example, right? So those kinds of women, a lot of times won't be looking for deep relationships. They'll be looking for shallow relationships. So if that's the kind of person you are, that's totally cool, but you need to know that. So you need to portray that. Whatever you want to receive, you need to be what they are looking for. So if someone's an IG model, they're going to want to look for a guy who's very physically attractive and someone who places the majority of their time and attention on simply bettering their physical part. So whether that be their face or their physique, anything that's physical, they're going to want someone who's at the top tier of that. And that's why it's super important to focus on your looks and focus on your physique if that's the kind of person you're looking for. Now, if you're a religious person, any religion, doesn't really matter, and you're looking to date someone who's also religious, then they're going to be looking for different things, right? They're going to look at how much is faith a part of your life, how much, how often do you speak with God? Is your connection with God very important to you? Maybe how many times a day do you pray? And do you really live life being attached to God? Because a lot of people are also religious people, but they do things that people can qualify as not so religious, certain actions that may be perceived as degenerate or lower vibrational. And those activities, right, if you're looking to be religious and you're looking to date someone who is religious, that's not going to be activities that they're going to want you to be doing. And as a result, they will be turned off from that, and they won't want to engage in a long-term relationship with you. So the point of this is that whatever level you're at and whatever kind of woman you want to attract into your life, you have to make sure that you are giving what she wants to receive. You have to be the person that she's looking for, because just like she's the person that you're looking for, you need to reciprocate that and be the person that she's looking for. The third reason I'm going to be talking about today is that it allows you to be in a phase of dating different kind of girls in different kinds of situations, and it really allows you to get to know yourself in all these different kinds of situations, right? If you're going out with different kind of girls, you're going to understand how you react in these different situations, right? Maybe one girl you'll go on a date, you'll realize, okay, this is not really for me. Maybe another girl you'll go on a few dates and then you'll realize it's not really for you. Maybe another girl, it's going to be more of a long-term relationship kind of situation. So all these experiences will allow you to refine your search for the kind of girl you're looking for. And if you're coming into dating with not really a clear idea of who you want to attract into your life, then going on dates with different girls is really going to allow you to understand. First, you're going to see the different experiences you have. You're going to pick out, okay, I like this part of this girl, I don't like this part. And then overall, you start building a ideal woman in your head of, this is the kind of person I want to go for. She needs to have these values. you know, maybe I want her to look like this, maybe I want her to have this sort of personality, maybe I want her to do these sorts of things in her life as activities or as part of her routine. So you're starting to build a good idea of the kind of person that you want. And that's going to be very helpful, because as you get more into dating and as you start dating someone seriously, once you have all this knowledge, you'll actually be able to make a decision as to whether or not you want to continue with this person, and as to whether or not you want to be very serious with this person and take it to the next level, whether that be marriage or partnership or anything of the sort. The fourth reason I'm going to be talking about today is that being single allows you to build a deeper relationship with yourself. You know, today we're always on technology and we have all these sorts of distractions that we don't actually get to know ourselves that well. We don't really get to build a good relationship with ourselves. And sometimes our deepest fears, our deepest anxieties and traumas we have from the past, we never even get to be in touch with them and solve them and cure ourselves of them, because we never actually get the time to get to know ourselves to that extent. And that's why it's super important to really, when you're single, understand this time is a privilege. You want to take this time to truly get to know yourself, understand, you know, who you are to the deepest of levels, understand your deepest insecurities, because once you understand your fears, your anxieties, and your insecurities, you'll be able to solve them, and you'll actually come out the other side a much stronger person and a more confident person, which, not to mention, is going to be much more attractive to the opposite sex, but will also allow you to be yourself to the fullest and really feel that you are truly embracing who you are. Not to mention that once you know yourself to the fullest, you'll actually be able to be more successful in your life path, because you're going to know exactly what you want to do with your life and exactly the steps you need to take to accomplish that goal. So for example, in my life, I know that I want to be a psychologist. I've been dead set on it for many years now, and I know that that's what I want to do with my life. So right now I'm in my bachelor degree, and I'm understanding that throughout the course of time, I'm going to get closer and closer to my goal. And I'm understanding that in order to achieve my goal of being a psychologist, I need to get my bachelor degree, I need to go to grad school, and then I need to get my PhD. So by having that plan and by devising steps to how I'm going to be getting into grad school, how I'm going to be fulfilling that doctorate degree, I'm starting to understand the steps I need to take. And by getting to know myself so well, it gives me the confidence and the ease to know that I can get this done because I believe in myself. The last reason I'm going to be talking about today is that it gives you hunger to thrive in your career. A lot of times, you know, a lot of people that are in relationships, they start becoming a little bit more lazy, because it makes sense, right? If you're getting validation from the opposite sex 24/7, you're going to start feeling like there's less that you need to do in your own life to work on yourself and better yourself, because you're already getting all the attention you need. You're already getting all the validation you need. So you feel like you're good where you're at. And this feeling of being content starts kind of overriding and intruding upon your own internal environment. And that makes you way less hungry to achieve your goals and way less conscious and thoughtful of, okay, how can I go about achieving this? How can I go about doing that? You start just being content with where you're at, and you don't really look for alternatives to level up, to better yourself. And that's something that we always need to look at. How can we do better? How can we thrive? So it's super important to do that regardless of whether or not you're in a relationship. If you, at the core, feel like you need to do better and feel like you have the ability to do better, then someone telling you, oh, you're good, that should never stop you from trying to achieve more and from always trying to outdo yourself. Because remember, you only live once, so we always need to be outdoing ourselves. We always need to become better and better and better, because that's going to allow you to truly embrace who you are to the fullest and really achieve your fullest potential. This is why being single is a true privilege, and I hope that you guys understood this concept throughout the video. Remember that if you're feeling down, that you're single, there's a reason why you're single, there's a reason why you're in this situation. It's to better yourself. So remember, use this time wisely and make the most of it, because you won't be single forever. But when you're no longer single, you will have wished that you use your time when you were single to the most efficient way that you can. So that's what I want to talk about today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Share it to your friends so that they can become part of this journey. And I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.